So after the brief discussion about cellular adaptation, let's move on to the small and the important topic, that is autophagy. Autophagy. Here auto means self and phagy means eating. Autophagy is nothing but eating of the own cell, or in other words we can say cell cannibalism. It can occur in the conditions like first, sensile, that is old age, or in the case of malnutrition, or in the case of cancer, or in the neurodegenerative disease such as Alzheimer, Parkinson, Huntington, etc. Now let's discuss about the types of the autophagy. So there are mainly 4 types of the autophagy. Namely, first one is the macroautophagy. In the macroautophagy, random selection of the organelles occur. It might be in the bulk or it might be the individual organelle. So here first of all there will be the territory formation. So next one is the microautophagy. In the microautophagy, endocytosis occur. By the process of the endocytosis, the breakdown of the organelles occur. Then the third one is the chaperone mediated autophagy. Chaperone, it is a type of the protein which is attached to the protein chain. Here the chaperone combines with the HSC17 which is a heat shock cognate 70 protein which helps in the folding of protein. So HSC70 comes to rescue the protein and enters the lysosome through the gate called LAMP2A. Mark it as an important one, LAMP2A gate. LAMP2A means lysosome associated membrane protein. This entire mechanism we will understand through a pictorial representation. So now let's move on to the fourth one, that is mitophagy. Mitophagy is same as the macroautophagy, but the difference is in the macroautophagy it can be the any random organelles, but in the mitophagy it is specific to the mitochondria. It is particularly to the mitochondria, whether it is damaged or it is in a good condition. Remember mTOR. Remember this molecule mTOR. It helps in the inhibition of the autophagy. Remember, mark it as an important one. So mTOR. TOR is target of rapamycin and M is its type. Now let us understand through the pictorial representation. So this is the whole process of the autophagy. So here we can see how the isolation membrane is formed. First of all the organelles are are present in the cell, then the isolation membrane is formed. It is believed that isolation membrane is derived from the endoplasmic reticulum or the mitochondrial membrane or any other membrane. So first of all, nucleation and the isomembrane combines together and the phagophore is formed. Then all the organelles are covered by the isolation membrane, and then the elongation process occur. Remember, LC3 is the marker for the autophagy, which helps in the elongation of the isolation membrane. Then the maturation of the autophagosome occurs. Then whenever there is the formation of the autophagosome, then lysosome comes and combines with the autophagosome. Then lysosomal hydrolysis, which are the enzyme present in the lysosome, start degradation of the organelles. So after the degradation, recycling of the metabolites occur. So this whole process occurs, which is known as autophagy. We can differentiate all the types of the autophagy with this chart. See, first macroautophagy. There is the phagophore formation. Here are all the organelles. This is isolation membrane. Then autophagosome occurs. Then lysosome comes and combine with the autophagosome and degradation occur. Whereas in the microautophagy, see, all the organelles are going inside the lysosome. So this one is the endocytosis, and all the organelles are breakdown. In the chaperone mediated autophagy, see, this is the folded protein and this one is the chaperone. When SSC17 comes to rescue the folded protein and enters the lysosome from the LAMP2A gate. This is the LAMP2A gate. LAMP2A gate of the lysosome. Then whenever it enters the lysosome, then degradation start. And in the mitophagy, we can see same as the autophagy. The isolation membrane covers the mitochondria. Autophagosome formation occurs. Lysosome comes and forms the complex and breakdown occurs. So the main difference between the autophagy and mitophagy is that macroautophagy is for any random organelles, but mitophagy is specific to the mitochondria. So from this image, last image, we can understand all the process in only one chart. See, first one, this is the macroautophagy. Second, this is the microautophagy, and this is the chaperone mediated autophagy. So in the above representation, we seen that how the territory is formed. Now let's take the example of each one. So first we will see about the macroautophagy. First, macroautophagy. Assume that there is a protein molecule named LK1 which comes in the contact with the Beclin 1, which is also a type of a protein which helps in the stimulation of autophagy. We will later discuss how the Beclin 1 plays important role in the autophagy. Then the LC3 comes in the XM. LC3 is nothing but light chain 3, which helps in the elongation of the isolation membrane. As we seen in the pictorial representation, LC3 is the important marker. It is the important marker for the autophagy. See, now we will discuss how the Beclin 1 plays an important role. So, Beclin 1, the primary function of the Beclin 1 is to stimulate autophagy and inhibit oncogenesis. Oncogenesis means nothing but the cancerous growth. So whenever the BCL2 comes in the contact with the Beclin 1, it forms the Beclin 1 BCL2 complex. Remember, BCL2 and Bacillin-1 are the best friend. So when Bacillin-1 meets his best friend, so Bacillin-1 forget about his work. So instead of stimulation of the autophagy, now Bacillin-1 will do the inhibition of autophagy. And instead of the inhibition of the oncogenesis, it will stimulate oncogenesis or the cancerous growth. So remember, as the BCL2 comes in the scene, so the complete scenario is going to be the opposite. See how Bacillin-1 forgets about his work when BCL2 meet him. So note that BCL2 inhibits Bacillin-1. Mark this as important one. It can be asked in the exam. So next let's move to the second example, that is for the mitophagy. Here as we discussed that it is only specific to the mitochondria. So here damaged mitochondria expresses the pinkish appearance. And after the formation of the pinkish appearance, autophagosome is formed, and finally the lysosome comes in the action and degradation occur. So this was the mitophagy. So let's talk about the main important thing from this whole topic. Mark this as an important one. First we will discuss about the marker of autophagy. So as we discussed, it is LC3. Second one is the gene which is related to the autophagy. Remember, this is ATG1. Remember, ATG gene is commonly targeted gene in the autophagy. So now let's discuss about the ATG gene defect. What happens if the ATG gene is defected or there is a mutation in the ATG gene? So if there is a mutation in the ATG gene, so ATG5 gene defect can lead to increased risk of tuberculosis, whereas the ATG16L gene defect can lead to Crohn's disease. So this was the quick summary of the chapter and the important one. So this was the detailed explanation about the